In today's video, we're going to take a look at Forex chart, JPY. This is a 120-minute chart. Now, I did post an example of this on Twitter a few days ago, I believe, where we did have a setup on a 120-minute chart that came from projecting symmetry of some of these prior swings, and where we also had an overlap of a 618 retracement, okay, back to those last highs. So that hit, it held, it triggered an entry, and it made two targets on the downside. But now what? Well, I have another decision for you. I don't know if it's going to hold or not, but let's start by just running the same type of stuff that I typically do. And I'm going to identify an area that you can look at for a possible short. Now, it might not trigger an entry, but it's one that you want to look at because I have two prior rally swings that are very similar to each other, and those projections come in 115.04 to 115.10, and then beyond that, let's see, I think we're beyond a 7.8. Oh no, we're not. There's this 7.86 retracement, but we also have the 618 retracement of this larger high to low swing that overlaps that area. So this is what I want you to watch for a possible trade. And remember, if it gets up into this area, you go down to a lower time frame chart and you look for a sell trigger. If you get the trigger, you can take the trade entry, and then you can define your risk either above the high that's made into the zone or above the cluster, which means above this 115.21 area. Okay, so that's something that you can look at, but you have to look at it this way. If the decline or this bearish pattern is going to continue, then ideally this is the area that it should fail around or below. If it ends up clearing this resistance instead, that's when I have to consider that this could be a more important low and that the rally will continue instead. So again, we just have one decision here. We're just going to watch and see if it's tested, and if it's tested, if it triggers an entry, and we have defined risk if that's what occurs.